Hello everyone and welcome. Today is Pie Day, so I figured I'd have a special pie ceremony. You know, eat some pie, make a world. I mean, it is 3.14, which is the circumference of a circle, so let's, well, not the, anyways, you guys get my point. Uh, so, uh, I have my pie. Yummy pie. I probably won't eat it too much on stream, maybe a piece here and there. But we're gonna work out some things in Scabbard for Pausberg. And take a look at Pausberg and see what's going on with Pausberg. Let's go over to this is Pausberg City. It's going to be like a Darkwing Duck type world. I'm not liking this music. That's all right. It's going to be like a Darkwing Duck type world. Where you like they're superheroes, but they're also animalmorphic. So far we have 6 districts. We have Cogtail Borough, which is going to be the industrial world. We have Fang Alley, which is going to be like the dark and grungy type world. Superhero animals putting paws to evil. That's right. How are you doing tonight? So what we're going to be doing tonight is I need to come up with some supervillain groups. Is what I need for tonight. So that's what we're going to be doing. We're going to get some superhero groups. I'd like to create like 3 or 4 for each of the district boroughs. And then we'll go from there. And of course, eating some pie. Because it's Pie Day. But to start, I have created a... recently, we've created a Pausberg Police Department. With their Chief Charles Featherheart, who is a cockatiel. I'm glad you're doing okay. It's been a long day for me. I'm going to, but what are you going to do? Evil organizations. I need evil, bad organizations for a superhero animal world. A couple of the ones that they've come up with so far is the Blackfire Cartel. The Blackfire Cartel is going to be a lizard-based gang that distributes drugs into Fang Alley. We need a leader and a couple gang members to go with it. So, yeah, it's not going to be too terribly in-depth. And I'm probably not clear because my microphone wasn't pointing towards me. But yes. So that's one that I've come up with already. Backfire Cartel. I need to get into more detail for them. They're going to be in the Swift Stride. Which, going back to... Save that. Going back to Pausberg in the map. So this is Swift Stride. This is the main business district Fang Alley is right across the way, so it's going to be like they're going to actually be in Swift Square, but get transport the money, the drugs into Fang Alley. Um, we're oops, that's not. I went too far. I just wanted back to superheroes. So let's see. Let's mighty lizard leader name. I need a lizard leader name. Let's see here. Scott, because I don't know why Scott. Scottsdale. Not Scott. Good evil lizard name. Eggsworth is the last name. That would be a good beginning. Harold Eggsworth. The second. The third. Born to a rich family, but got left out on the streets when his parents died in a car crash. Let's see here. I should probably move this more. No, you guys need to see it. Died in a car crash. So he decided to take over the Blackfire cartel after running into them living on the streets. Alright, this is superheroes. What can we make him for a superhero? He had, during the car accident that killed his parents, Harold, Eggsworth the third. All right. Should we make it so he was drinking something? It was obviously it's gonna be. Never mind. Figured it out. The during the accident, radiational material from the truck that hit them spilled all over Harold, causing him to develop. What kind of powers do we want? Let's see. Get into an accident. Let's give him. Let's give him fire. No, yeah. Let's give him fire. Elemental fire power. So this is going to be using my new Ironbound system, like my Grimwood City does. So, it's gonna have different powers based on. We might have to sit down and figure that out. Let me save this. I might have to sit down and figure out mechanics before I start really diving deep into this. That's alright, we'll just continue. and see what's going on like that way. Oh, I haven't had pie. I should probably eat some pie. Okay. So we have a leader. Harold Eggsworth the Third. Nope, cancel. I want to create that. Leader of the Blackfire Cartel. He is a character. He is the leader of the Blackfire Cartel. Let's scan this again. Harold is going to be the same thing as Harold Eggsworth. Third. Fire Elemental, I don't want to do. Lizard base gang doesn't matter. Because I am a visual person, let's get a lizard, rich, snooty business lizard. That is the leader of a drug cartel. It's probably gonna flag me. We'll see. It will probably flag me. And if it doesn't, Microsoft needs to work better. Oh my god, it didn't. It didn't. It still did it. I don't know if I like it, though. Yeah, it works. It works for now. Obviously, I'll add to it later. None of these are going to actually go into the book. It's just for my recollection, so I can kind of like go, oh, okay, yeah, that's what they look like. Or, yeah, okay, that gives me ideas. Let's copy this over here. Put this in here so that we can kind of have that. Save that. All right. So we have that. Raid? Why did I not see that? Thank you, Gavin, for the raid. Hi, how are you guys all doing? Hold on one second. I'll switch to just me. So if you're new here, Mad Cat. It was Mad Cat. Well, thank you, Mad Cat, for the raid. I really appreciate it. Welcome in, Raiders. If you don't know me, my name's Grimwood. I am a RPG streamer. I tend to stream a whole bunch of RPG titles. I'm currently working on a superhero game, which will be my second book. Yeah. Some proper numbers. Holy 87? You brought in 87 people? That has to be the highest number I've ever had, Mad Cat, in this entire time that I've been streaming. Woo! Awesome. So it's Pie Day, guys. I hope you have your pie. It might not be, it's not for Mad Cat anymore, but it is. Well, yeah, it should still be time frame. I'm trying to think your time zone. Yeah, no, you should be past that day. Yeah, it's late for you. But we're working on a superhero game. Cheesecake totally works because it's round. Oh, you did 12 hours? Because I watched you this morning. So that's a long time, man. I stream about 3 hours, and that's my block. But I am going to be working on getting a 24-hour session up because I'd like to do a 24-hour session probably when I lose my job at the end of the month. That being said, uh, if you don't, if you haven't been here before, you should. I do have and it's not. Yeah, there it goes. Uh, I have a book that I'm writing called Grimwood City, which is what most of my stuff here is about. Today, we're actually working on a new book, which is a Darkwing Duck superhero game. But the book, that's the starter's guide. It gives you basically everything you need to play the game up to level 3 for most for four classes in the game, so you can get a good sense of what it is. If you really want to get a good sense, I have on Friday nights we do 8 p.m. Eastern. We actually stream live the game mechanics and stuff right there and there. I have a Foundry module that I've been working on, and it's been good so far. But grab the starter guide if you want. We also, in the link description, there is a link to the Backerkit. So it's an urban fantasy, think Dresden mixed with Supernatural, the TV series, and a whole bunch of other cool urban fantasy things that I kind of all brought together. It's a D12 system that uses a Boon and Bane system with dice with a pool system. So the pools are used for your health, but that you can also boost your die with that. So it gives you some good give and take. It's really interesting. So far, it's worked really well. I have really bad ways of explaining it, but it works really well. Let's go back to... Now that I have a whole bunch of people on, I don't... Yeah, let's go back to building it. So what we just finished was we finished a black... Well, we haven't finished. We're in the middle of writing it. We're writing some evil villains groups that we can put into the city. And the first one was the Blackfire Cartel. It's a lizard-based gang that distributes drugs into Fang Alley. So the city is called Pugsburg City. It is a fairly large city that uses, so there's 6 different districts. The first being Ravenwing Quarters, which is like the medium district, and I've lost them all, most of them, but that's okay. Ravenwing Quarters, it's medium district people. Then you have Fang Alley, which is like your slums, your dock inn, that type of place. You get the Cogtail Borough, which is like your industrial area, because you have to have an industrial area in a superhero game. I mean, of course, you have to. Swift Stride Square, which is your business district. Your Golden Collar, which is your high-end Hootie Tootie area. And then you have your Iron Paw Docks, which are your docks area. And over here, I've named the harbor, which is the Moonclaw Harbor. I'm really at the beginnings of this. So a lot of this will still change. So far, I've only got 2 characters in the system. We have Chief Charles Featherheart, who's an overly serious cockatoo that has been on chief police for 20 years and has developed a harsh look on Posberg. And then, like I said, we have Harold and the Blackfire Cartel. So the Blackfire Cartel is definitely going to launch drugs into Fang Alley and control the drug movement in the city. They work closely with... Oh, I need a pharmaceutical name. for like pharmaceutical drugs. Like in Batman, you have your Arkham. Oh, that's another thing. I'm ADHD. I'm all over the place tonight. I'm sorry. Uh, let's. I want to put in a new place. Uh, let's bring up Discord because I. Let's see here. It was we came up with a name for Arkham. Oh, that's what it is. Like an Arkham type cat asylum. We're gonna call it Catham Asylum on my Discord. It's going to be like a mental institution, maximum security mental institution. All right, and let's see, where should that be? Going back into Pausberg. Let's have it part of the Iron Docks, but it will... No, I don't want... I want to add... It will be like on an island outside. So let's write that up, that it's on an island outside. On an island just outside of Iron Paws Docks. Just so I know, so I can remember. All right, let's see here. I'm all over the place. I did blah. Yeah. We have Papa Pa's Pizzeria, which is sells Barkland style pizza. And there's the owner is Gilbert Puglish, a pug, and they're in direct competition with Furball's Pie Shack, which sells trash lid pizzas. I haven't come up with the character that own that. I should. Owner of this place. Owner. Need a cat name. Do you guys think of getting good cat names? And use ChatGPT, I suppose. Come up with a cat name. A pizza owner that is a cat person, a cat anamorphic cat person. I need some names. Let's see what ChatGPT comes up with. Usually it's stupid. Oh no, I need a name of the owner. Tabby Tuscan. I like that one. We'll call it Tabby Tuscan. You make a picture of Tabby Tuscan. Now, none of like the name will go in, but that's about it. Mainly, I'm doing it for my own recollection. Tabby Tuscan is a great character name for this. Tabby Tuscan is in Furball Shack is definitely having in a pizza war with Papa Pa's Pizzeria. Tabby Tuscan. Let's see what it came up with for an image. Oh yeah, that's perfect. Nope, we'll just do this. So if you guys never seen this before, this is something I use quite frequently. It's called Scabbard. It has a system in it that allows you to create connections to things, and being as such, once you create those connections, you can actually use a graph system to actually see where everything is. Like this is Pottersburg City, and then you have the 6 districts that are part of Pottersburg, and then on top of that you have each district. You have all of the, like if I go to the Ravens quarters, I have the Ravens Roost Group, and I have Furball's Play Shack, which has, if I go to Furball's Play Shack, it then has Tabby right there. So it's a really neat way of keeping everything really organized. It works great. But, so going back to Posberg, and this is the city builder, which allows you to quickly add buildings into different districts of the city. It works really well. Let's see here. We need... Let's add a industrial complex. Let's see what this comes up with for names. No, I don't want Iron Forge, Steamworks, animal based. Ironhide Factory, that's a good one. What do they make here? They make Ironhide. Oh, I forgot even to do, but all of the people came from you. Ironhide was makes industrial material for computer parts or something like that. We'll come up with something. All right, so there we go. We have that part of the city. Let's do this. Let's go into here. Let's bring up Photoshop here. Adobe Photoshop. I'm all over the place tonight. I'm sorry, folks. It's one of those nights. Let's grab. I think I have it. Burrington, there we go. District map. Let's kind of rework this stuff here. Let's make the different districts. So this is Cogtail, right? Cogtail Borough. We'll create a title for this. Cogtail Borough. I don't like that font or that color. Let's do black for now. Oops, I forgot. I gotta highlight it. Let's do black for now. Yeah, we'll do that for now. No, I don't like that either. This can all change later. Cocktail Barrow. And select, and we'll export that as JPEG. Export, and we'll put it into Burrington. And we'll create a new folder called Districts. I'm a visual person, so I have to look at everything like this. Save as. Yep. Reopen district map. Alright. Did that save wrong? I think that saved wrong. I think that saved wrong in districts. Yeah, it did. Thought it did. Alright. So now that we have that, now we can put it in a map. It won't be the final map, but it will at least get me going. It won't change dimensions on me. So we'll do that. Come on, load up. Alright, so now we have a map. Let's go back here to the map. We can actually zoom in here. And let's call this park. This park will be Huffington Park. So that is a place. So we will add that, create that. Yep, Huffington Park. We created earlier a business called, what was it called? Oh, come on, really? It was called, not zoom in, cocktail. Ironhide Factory, that's what it was. Ironhide Factory. We'll do this right here. We'll call it Ironhide Factory. We'll use that for the symbol. That will be Ironhide Factory. We'll have... what other interesting buildings are in here? Let's see. We can have a dock system here. We'll create a dock system there. We'll call it like a warehouse system. Apple Apollo Apollo Yard, which will be a yard. That's going to be a place. Okay, so we have the iron yard, which will be basically a yard that... what else do we need in here for right now? Nothing in here for right now. I think we're good there. Let's go in here real quick. I want to put a note in here. I want to put that this is a warehouse dock that stores items for departure to the Iron Paws docks. Just so I know that that's what it is. So when I go to really work into these structures, we actually know what it is. Let's create the next... next borough district. I can't talk today. I was all thrown off. This was the Fang Alley. Oh, actually, I want to... let's shrink this down too. Bang Alley. This is not going to stay. These aren't going to be the finals, but that's alright. Bang Alley. And then we can export this one as a PDF, as a JPEG, just so I can have something to go by. Alright, and let's go to Fang Alley Classic. Map. Fang Alley. Alright, let's see here. Come on, load up. Come on, computer, catch up. Thank you. Okay. So, Paw Pizza, we have to find a place for Paw Pizza's main building. This one looks good here. Let's do that. Hey, Frog, how are you? Happy Pie Day. Okay, so we have to have some dark, seedy corner, like an alley, like, what should we call it? Come on, brain is not working today. What you have good for dinner? Let's see here. Let's make this a hockey ring. Whackers hockey arena. It's a place. Homemade mashed potatoes, peas, popcorn, chicken, and gravy. Ooh, that sounds good. Much better than what I had. I just had steak and broccoli. So. And now I'm eating pie. I need more things. Apple. It's all they had at the store. It's not even fresh made. I wish it was fresh made. Let's see here. What would be in the slums of a animal city? What would be in the slums of a city? Homeless shelter. Homeless shelter. Homeless shelter. They're usually named after people. Like Mary Thompson's. Homeless shelter. There we go. That's a place. Let's create that. Connection is a subregion of Fang Alley. The owner of the place is Mary Thompson. Can't type today. I really can't type today. I can't talk. I can't type. It's just... Hey, Elm, how are you? How you doing today? Take another bite of pie. Do you have your pie yet, Elm? I did some One Piece time skip D&D yesterday. I'm not sure I follow Elm. I'm trying. So you skipped D&D yesterday, or did you do like a One Piece time skip, like a skip in time type deal? Oh, you're probably all on an ad because I don't have that many subscribers, so. But some of you are probably terrible. Well, that's why I thought. I'll take another piece of pie. You're right. They have to have some kind of dealer. Ooh, that sounds interesting. What did you have happen? Because there was a lot that happened during that 2-year skip, if I remember correctly, right? I haven't watched One Piece in a long time, so I'm probably... Yeah, it's been a long time. And I'm not an expert in it at all. Alright, so we need... I agree with you. Alchemist Lair, the Shadow Sanctum, Crimson Column, Forbidden Apothecary, Dragon's Den, Witch's Shop, the Mystic's Hideout, a Drug Den, so the campaign is set 1 year after the Paramount War and starts in the West Blue. How'd it go? Did everyone have fun? That's the important part, right? So I took your advice, and we've added in to Fang Alley Mystic's Hideout, which is going to be a drug den. This is going to have a leader. Should it be a Chihuahua itself, or some other animal? So I'm interested. So how to... So, what system are you using for it? Are you doing D&D? Because there's some outlandish powers for One Piece. How are you? Murders, flesh-eating, ripping small birds. Oh, geez. That must have been fun for them. I mean, you have to be, because there's a lot of balancing you have to do, and there's some really interesting, weird things for One Piece. Um, but that sounds really fun and interesting. I would love to see like your homebrew rules for it, because that's interesting. I think the weirdest thing that I've ever done in D&D was I had a friend who made a cooking show, like Gordon Ramsay type deal, except that like we had to like go hunt our food, hunt our stuff, and find secret ingredients in this giant dungeon, and bring it back to the center of the dungeon and cook up the meal. It was a really interesting, cool um, homebrew that she created for D&D. I think the most interesting D&D homebrew I've ever done was a game of Quidditch, which was interesting to kind of put the D&D rule set to. Um, but yeah, so what do you have for characters? Are they playing the characters from One Piece, or are you? Thanks, Frog, for stopping by. I appreciate it. Are you Are they playing their own characters, or are they human fighter Rune Knight who has muscle fruit? Awesome. A human apothecary who has the bird model hummingbird fruit. Okay. An otter mink Kensai monk who has the net fruit, and a Loranian paladin warlock hexblade, and a fox mink shrine maiden. Sounds like an interesting group. So, are you doing this as like a one shot, or is this going to be a full long campaign? The Wandering Dream. It's a campaign. Okay, cool. So, do you have everything all planned out, or are you lazy like me and just plan things out as you need them? Because I'm a lazy DM and I plan things out as I need them. I build the world because if I build the world, then I can just quickly plan things out. Yeah, I barely plan to. I mean, honestly, if I wasn't writing a book for this campaign, I don't know if I'd be writing that much. Um, okay, it's time to put in a place for. Let's put it in the golden collar. Yeah, usually when I create a campaign that I'm just running and I'm not writing a book for, I'll create an outline of things that I want to happen, and I'll make sure they're specifically not place oriented. Though in your situation, you probably have to because you have islands, but those islands could move depend. I mean, depending on if you have a map or not. But I tend to just plan out like events of things I want to happen, and it's usually just an outline of like event one. This is what's going to happen, which will lead to event 2 or 3, which those will happen, and then I make it so it's reorganizable. So if I need to reorganize it, I can. Third island is in the island that creates weapons and sells and smuggles them into the Grand Line, as well as sends captured people to be turned into slaves. Weapon sales on the Grand Line have been soaring ever since the Whitebeard's dying death caused the resurgence of the Great Pirate Era. While not nearly as powerful as Vagabunk or Caesar Clown, the weapons created here are enough to get many pirates and further into the Grand Line. Oh man, you're really testing what I've seen of um, One Piece. Uh, I love the show, but man, uh, that sounds really fun to play. Are you streaming it, or are you just? Is it just a in-house type game? Oh, cool! That's awesome that you're doing it. Let me. I don't know if I'm following you, so let me follow you so I can keep up with it. Because it sounds interesting. You have a Borderlands campaign every second Sunday? Ooh, that sounds interesting. Also D&D homebrew? Cool. What do you have for players in the Borderlands game? I always love talking homebrew. Homebrew to me is really fun. All right, I need a superhero. Superhero Justice Hall. Yeah, go ahead and create it. Let's create a name. Blaze Busters, Shadow Strike, Frostfire, Thunderbolt, and Chrism Crusaders. I like that. But instead of Chrism, let's do... Trying to think something animal name. Let's see what ChatGPT can come up with for names. What did I say? Justice. Justice Hall. That is animal based. Arc of Valor. Give me 5 to 10 other names. So, what do you have for characters in in the Borderlands game. Critter Corpse. Ooh, I like that. Critter Corpse. I like that better than Crimson Girl. Headquarters for the Critter Corpse. No. Alright, so we have the Critter Corpse Citadel. So now we have to have the Critter Corpse group. Headquarters of... Home of... We have a Siren Sorcerer Kinsu, a Human Artificer Alchemist, a Human Cybernetics Artificer Warlock Volt Monster Patron, a Human Life Cleric, a Tiefling Psycho Barbarian, and a Grunge Ranger Beastmaster redone. Ooh, all sounds really interesting. Critter Corpse. That sounds really cool. Sounds a lot of fun. That sounds cool. Do you have them on like drive-through or anything like that, or is it just for your own use? So just for your own use then. Okay. Critter Corpse. The Critter Corpse. Dun dun dun. Um Main superhero Justice League. Superhero Justice League. Oh, you have a Discord. I should join that too. Sounds like a lot of fun. I'm I'm always happy to hear about people having fun with D&D. I personally am completely sworn off WotC. I haven't used a WotC product in 6 months. I feel proud of that fact. In fact, actually, I've actually designed my own system called the Ironbound system, which I use in a thing called Grimwood. Oh, the personal. Okay. No, no problem. I understand having personal discords. Uh, I just assume everybody who streams has a Discord that's widely available. Um, that being said, so Critter Corpse is definitely going to happen. They're a main Justice League. They're going to be like the main Justice League guys. They're going to fight against... I need a villain name for a Anamorphic supervillain group. The Savage Syndicate. I like it. We're going to use it because I like it. The Savage Syndicate. They can be in Iron Fang. Wait, so which... so your entire campaign came from a barbarian subclass. Are we talking about the One Piece, or are we talking about the Borderlands campaign? Oh, Borderlands. Okay, that makes more sense to me. I was like, that doesn't make sense for One Piece, but Borderlands, it makes sense. A Path of the Psycho Homebrew I found. Oh, cool. Let's see here. Going back here, the Critter Corpse. The Critter Corpse is going to be a arch enemy of... Enemy of the Savage Syndicate. Oh, I got a hole in my shirt. Oh no, oh, that stinks. I'll have to get rid of this shirt. I like this shirt. Oh well. Pausberg City. Alright, so we have the Critter Corpse, we have the Swift. I need to come put in the Savage Syndicate. I need a name for their location. Base. I'll just put it as the Savage Syndicate home base for now. We'll come up with something more fancy. We'll call it a stronghold. We'll put that on the map here. All right. I think I'm burnt out on this stuff. So unless you guys want to talk more about D&D stuff or RPG stuff in general, my brain's had a day and I'm pretty much done. But let's... I think so. I don't think I have them disabled. Go ahead and share a link, and if it is, I'll get it fixed. I never have had anybody try, so yeah, there we go. Let me here. Let me pull that up, and I'll switch back. The Path of the Psycho. A path is rarely ever chosen. Tendency quirks, Hellborn Mania, Bloodlust. Ooh, this looks interesting. It's a good inspiration. I like it. Hellborn, Burn Baby Burn. While rampaging, you can will yourself on fire as a bonus action. This can be the same bonus action you use rampage. You take 1d4 fire damage at the start of your turn, and all your attacks deal an extra 2d4 fire damage. The fire lasts until the end of your rampage, or you can spend an action to put yourself out. The damage increases an extra d4 at level 6, 10, and 14. I mean, this is a well thought out. It looks like it's well thought out and well done. Like it. Very good. Oath of the Capitalism. There's something about money that you truly care about. Money makes the world go round, so many say. And you believe that full-heartedly. Tenets. 1. Protect those who serve the capitalism and its growth. Variant rule brand/business loyalty. Protect your brand and those that serve it. 2. Treat charity like an investment. Always something equal or greater value out of it. And 3. Those that don't help capitalism are either potential profit or dead weight. That's great. I like it. Like it a lot. Let's see. Using bribing mechanics. Oh, interesting. Bribing mechanics. Yeah, that one makes sense. I like that. That's a good idea. I think it's... I don't know why I never did a Borderlands thing. That sounds like a great idea. College of Dubstep Bar. That's great. Love it. I think homebrew-wise, I didn't really come up with classes for homebrew. A lot of my homebrew was just worlds. Ever want to be just heard or take something awesome and then make it awesomizing? With your knowledge of sound and technology, you warp your music into something that truly shakes the world. That's awesome. Could be great. Alright. Sound barrier, you can use your reaction and use a Bardic Inspiration die when targeted with an attack to increase your AC by the amount of DC is rolled, but only for that turn. Your allies can also use this inspiration. As such, this can only be used similar to shield. Hey AG, thanks for the lurk. I'm actually probably ending stream. I'm probably gonna send you guys over to Just the Human. They're playing some D&D. Looks like Mimic D&D for Mimics. So, you too. Thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it. Just the Human. Let's go over to Just and say hi to them. You guys have a great day, and thanks for stopping by. And Elm, I will definitely check out one of your streams. Probably the Sunday one, because it's going to be easier for me to watch. Because I stream on Fridays. So, you guys have a great day. Next stream is going to be tomorrow night. We'll do Gridwood and Ironbound system. Come take a look. Thanks, and have a great night.